Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sasha. I do a little bit of fragrance reviews, some beauty and style. So if you enjoy that type of content, I hope you'll take a minute to subscribe. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some fragrances that I recently got to try out. I've been wanting to try these, and none of the stores near where I live carry these particular fragrances. And with COVID going on, it's really hard to be able to try fragrances. I know if you go into Macy's, they won't even spray your wrist or allow you to touch the bottles of perfumes, and with good reason. And also Sephora, they used to make you samples of fragrances and they don't do that anymore. And then Ulta, you can just spray it on the little card, but that doesn't do you much good, especially if you're interested in a perfume that you maybe want to purchase. I've done a lot of blind buys. I've had some fails, and it is a bummer when you are so excited about a fragrance only to buy it, the full bottle of it, and then you're disappointed. So I love the fact that Luxe SB has so many different fragrances from all over the world for women, for men. There's unisex fragrances, and they actually offer the largest bottles for a subscription company. And what I mean by that is, let me just first show you what I'm talking about. This is the box that their fragrances come in. And I love that when you have a subscription with them, you don't have any contracts. You don't have any commitments. It's a month to month. You can look at the calendar and choose what perfumes you want when. So really, really cool that they do that. But let me just show you what I'm talking about. You get more with Luxe SB than the competitor. And I'm going to put these two bottles. Oops, no, that's not the right one. Here's the competitor. Here, as you can see, is Luxe SB. If you hold these side by side, let me see, make sure I get that even. You can see that the Luxe SB is larger. There are about 150 sprays, so 5 sprays a day for a month. So you're getting a lot of fragrance, which is fantastic. They've been featured in the New York Post as well as a lot of other media outlets. So great company. Again, a lot of fragrance to choose from. This will save you from blind buys. You'll have so much fun looking at all the different fragrances they have to offer. And yeah, let's just get right on into the first one. And I have been wanting to try this one because I was very curious about a fragrance with a banana note. And I am talking about Vanille Banane by Comptoir Pacifique. This one is the Eau de Toilette. And let's just talk about this fragrance. Okay, I'm gonna make myself old school here because I'm in my mid-50s, so hopefully you guys can relate with me, and some of you might remember this. But Bubblicious Bubblegum used to make a banana bubblegum, and I swear as a kid, every weekend I would get on my bike and I would ride my bike to 7-Eleven to get a pack of this delicious banana bubblegum by Bubblicious. So this brings back so many memories of that time. I think this smells so delicious. I absolutely love this. So when you first spray this in the opening, the top notes, you're gonna get this banana. You're also gonna get whipped cream. Oh, so good. And some orange. Now the orange is very shy in the opening because I don't really detect it that much. It's kind of hiding behind that banana and whipped cream. And then as you get into the heart of this, there's more banana. You get banana tree leaves as well as clover. I don't smell the clover. It's there, but I just don't smell it. And then in the heart, you're getting some vanilla and white rum. So doesn't it sound with all these notes like Bananas Foster's as well? Like, remember, Bananas Foster's is when you put the banana in the frying pan and you pour some rum over it and it starts to simmer and caramelize. You put that over the vanilla ice cream and then you put whipped cream on top of that. So can you imagine how edible this smells? It's amazing, so delicious, just mouth-watering. Let's talk performance. Now, as far as longevity, this is the Eau de Toilette. And for me, Eau de Toilettes don't usually last that long. It's rare that they do. So I get about 4 to 6 hours on this one. And on the clothes, it lasts a little bit longer, but you've got it in this great travel spray. You can throw it in your bag and respray if you need to. Projection wise, it's definitely an arm's length. It will get a little closer to the body. It is not a skin scent, so people are still going to be able to pick up on this amazing fragrance. And it leaves behind this very, almost a tropical kind of feel because of that banana in there and that sweetness. It is very intoxicating. It is a very likable scent. So if you like banana, you are going to absolutely go bananas for this one. No pun intended. Anyway, it is great. I hope that you guys will check out Luxe SB because there are so many unique fragrances there. So let's talk about another fragrance that I picked out from them that they have. And that's another Comptoir sous Pacifique. This is the Eau de Toilette of Vanille Extreme. So if you're a vanilla lover, you will adore this fragrance. It smells very luxurious. It smells very expensive. It is feminine, but a man could definitely pull this off if he wanted to. It does open with sugar and vanilla, so you've got that sweetness there. It's not overpowering. It's not one of those fragrances that's going to give you a headache. You know, sometimes fragrances can have way too much sugar and they're too sweet. This is a great balance of that vanilla with sugar. And then in the heart, there is vanilla absolute, and in the base, there's milk. So it has that creaminess to it. Again, it does smell very luxurious in my opinion. And a great vanilla. They did a really nice job with this fragrance. As far as the performance, it definitely, as far as longevity, lasts about 4 to 6 hours on my skin. And projection wise, it's about an arm's length. This one will get closer to your skin. It doesn't become quite a skin scent, but borderline. So people have to be a little closer to you in order to smell this one. But when you walk by, it does leave this gush of this vanilla, luxurious smelling fragrance that will definitely turn some heads. So if you love vanilla, you're gonna really enjoy this one. A fantastic fragrance. All right, next we're going with Mancera. And lately I've really been enjoying Mancera fragrances. I've recently purchased Roses Vanille and Roses Greedy. And this one is Juicy Flowers Eau de Parfum by Mancera. And I really like this a lot. Now, I'm not a huge floral person, but I have to say I like this because there's some fruits in there. There's some sweetness in this. Although it does smell like a bright, fresh cut bouquet of flowers. Imagine that, like a big garden with all these gorgeous, luscious flowers. The sun is shining, birds are chirping, the bees are swarming around. It's beautiful. So it's a really nice fragrance. It kind of reminds me of a wedding. So this might be perfect for a bride. It's stunning. It's very feminine. It's a great scent. Let's talk about the notes in this one. When you first spray this, you're going to get some juicy pear. There's some red fruits in here. There's some citrus fruits in here. There's also some pink pepper, so there's a little bit of a spiciness to it in the opening, but not much, just a little bit. You'll get a hint of that. And then in the heart, there's some precious rose, some sweet peach, there's jasmine and some sandalwood. And then in the base, you have some gray amber, black vanilla pod, some tasty raspberry, as well as some powdery white musk. So this does have a little bit of creaminess to it. It blends very well with those florals and those fruits. It is definitely not overly sweet. You will get some sweetness to it, and I like that. And I think they did a nice job with all the different florals in here. It's very elegant, it's very pretty. All around great fragrance. As far as the performance, now this one on my skin is about 6 to 8 hours. It lasts longer on the clothes. It projects very well. So you don't want to overspray this because it will go past an arm's length. It's one of those fragrances that most likely will enter a room before you do. It does tone down a little bit after the first hour. It gets closer to the body, but you still have that bubble around you as you're moving around. You're going to get wafts of this. People are going to notice it. It leaves this amazing trail. Very nice fragrance. Highly recommend. If you haven't tried Juicy Flowers by Mancera, I think you're going to really like this, especially if you're a floral lover. And then last but not least, I was able to get Miel Sauvage by Amouroud Eau de Parfum. I really like this. This one is great either for women or men. It goes right down the middle. It all depends on your skin's chemistry, if it's gonna lean more masculine or more feminine. On me, I would say it's not too feminine, it's not too masculine. It literally is right down the middle on me, and I like that. I love the notes when you first spray this. You're getting bergamot, and you're also getting some wild honey, so a little bit of sweetness, as well as some red pepper for some spiciness. The red pepper in this is mild, so it's not gonna be super spicy, but it's there, just a hint of it. And then in the heart, there's some oud. Now the oud is very, very light in this. So if you're not an oud type of person, you don't really like oud, you're not gonna really pick up too much on it in this fragrance. However, it's there, but very discreet, if that makes sense. There's also some jasmine, some sandalwood in the heart of this. And then if we go into the base, as it starts to warm up on your body, there's patchouli, tonka bean, and incense. I love incense in my fragrances because it gives a fragrance some mystery, some smokiness, and all around really nice. Performance wise, this is really good on my skin, 6 to 8 hours, maybe longer. It will really stick to your clothes. You will smell this the next day. I really like this fragrance a lot. It projects very, very well. It's passed an arm's length. Again, do not overspray with this one because it is a very strong fragrance in a good way. People will notice it. And it will tone down after about an hour or so, but it's gonna stay in this bubble, and people near you are gonna still be able to smell you. And then as far as the sillage, it's beautiful. When you walk by someone, it's a great fragrance. It's very likable, it's very versatile. Again, men or women can wear this fragrance. Highly recommend this one. I hope you enjoyed my review of these fragrances. Definitely check out Luxe SB and see all of the different fragrances they have to offer. They're so affordable, and you can use my code Sasha35 to save 35% off, especially if you are a new subscriber, and free shipping. Again, no commitments, no contracts, month to month. You can look at the calendar, pick the fragrances that you want for whichever month, and then what else is great is you can go back in after receiving your perfume and do a review on it, what you thought of it, and that helps the other people that are subscribed to Luxe SB to get a feel about that fragrance. So, great company. I hope you'll check them out. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my video. I certainly appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay beautiful inside and out. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know the next time that I upload. See you soon.